2020 Senior Australian of the Year is Professor John Newnham.
Professor John Newnham is one of the world's leading authorities in preterm birth prevention. John has helped make Western Australia an international hotspot for research into life before birth. Congratulations, John Newnham, our 2020 Senior Australian of the Year.
Well, I would like to say just how surprised and very honoured I am to receive this award. I truly understand and appreciate just what an honour it truly is. Thank you so very much. I'm an obstetrician who for many years has had the great privilege of caring for women with complicated pregnancies and sick babies before they are born. But as a young medical student, I became fascinated by life before birth and how little was known about events before birth and how they may impact on our health and our disease throughout the rest of our lives. I believed I had found an undiscovered continent, and I have spent the rest of my life exploring it. But perhaps of most importance is the consequence of that being cut too short, of being born too early, that is preterm birth. Preterm birth is the single greatest cause of death in young children and a major cause of lifelong disability. 8% of Australians are born preterm, and in Indigenous Australians, that rate is almost double. Many of these children will go on to live a normal life, but many others will be left with cerebral palsy, developmental delay, or behavioural and learning difficulties at school age. Until recently, it was thought that preterm birth could not be prevented. However, we have shown in Western Australia that the rate can be safely reduced, improving the lives of many people. This requires a whole-of-population, whole-of-geographical region effort and is based on the introduction of new clinical guidelines, education for the entire healthcare workforce, education of the entire pregnant population and their families, together with changes to the way we use ultrasound imaging in mid-pregnancy. Variants of this program are now being rolled out all across Australia, and this is the Australian Preterm Birth Prevention Alliance. There is no roadmap to follow, but we should all be very proud of the fact that Australia is now the first country to have such a national program. The structure of the program has been built. The lead persons in each state and territory are in place. What we need to do now is to provide the support needed for national success, and that includes financial support. It is now time for prevention of preterm birth to become a national priority for Australia. Finally, I would like to thank and acknowledge the many wonderful people I work with, both in Western Australia and now across Australia, the clinicians, the researchers and the teachers. I stand here representing all of you. This is a whole-of-nation effort now, and I'm very proud and thrilled that this award will help propagate our efforts. But most importantly, I would now like to thank my family sitting here, in particular my wife Susie, without whose love and support over these 40 years of our marriage, I would not be standing here today. Thank you very much.